Have you ever stopped and wondered why your AI assistants can't just talk to each other? Team up? It feels like it should be the next big thing, but the truth is, they just can't. Today, we're going to dive into exactly why that is, and then explore this really cool solution that's designed to turn all those isolated AIs into one powerful collaborative team.
I mean, this is the core question, right? We've got these incredibly smart AIs that can do amazing things on their own, but ask them to work together on a simple multi-step task like planning a trip, forget about it. It's impossible right now. It's like having a room full of geniuses who all speak a different language.
And this leads to what people in the field call the islands of intelligence problem. Just picture it. Every single AI agent, every smart system you use, is basically stranded on its own little deserted island. They might be brilliant, super capable, but they're totally alone. No bridges, no boats, no way to communicate with any of the other agents on the other islands. So, let's get a little more specific. What are the actual walls that are creating these islands? Because it's not just one simple thing. It's really a mix of some deep technical barriers and, honestly, some business decisions that are holding back what could be true AI collaboration. Okay, so the problem really boils down to three main barriers. First up, you've got framework lock-in. An agent built using one framework, say LangChain, literally can't speak to one built with another, like Llama Index. Then there are the vendor walls. Salesforce's AI isn't designed to just pick up the phone and call Workday's AI. And finally, data silos. The info in your sales software, your CRM, is completely locked away from your planning software, your ERP. The result of all this? A totally fractured and inefficient system.
So, how do we fix this, right? How do we start building bridges between all these islands? Well, let's introduce the hero of our story, the agent-to-agent protocol, or just A2A for short.
The best way to think about A2A is not as a piece of software, but more like a universal language. It's like a set of diplomatic rules that all AIs can agree to follow. It's an open, neutral standard that finally lets them talk, coordinate on really complex tasks, and, this is key, do it all securely.
This quote really just nails the ambition here. Seriously, before TCP/IP, you just had a bunch of disconnected computer networks. After TCP/IP, you had the internet. A2A is aiming to do the exact same thing, but for AI. It's building the foundational layer for a brand new Internet of Agents. So at its heart, A2A is designed to attack this problem from three key angles. First, its mission is to break down all those silos we were just talking about. Second, it's there to enable really complex collaboration, letting teams of specialized AIs work together. And third, and this is huge for businesses, it helps preserve privacy and intellectual property, so companies can work together without giving away their secret sauce.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work? Let's get into the mechanics a bit. We can use a pretty simple but really powerful analogy to see how these agents actually collaborate with each other.
This restaurant analogy is just a fantastic way to get it. So think of the client agent as you. You're the boss, you want something done, you give your order to the A2A server, who's kind of like the restaurant host. That host then passes the order to the agent executor, that's the chef, who knows exactly how to get things done. And finally, the chef directs the underlying agent, the kitchen staff, to actually cook the meal. See how it separates the request from the execution? It's beautiful.
And the process itself follows that exact same logic. First is discovery. That's the client agent reading the menu to see what the other agent can do. Second, it sends the task, it places the order. Third, it gets push notifications, like getting live updates from the kitchen on how your food is coming along. And finally, you get the response. The meal is served, the task is done. It's simple, it's elegant, and it's incredibly effective.
Okay, enough with the analogies. Let's see how this goes from being a cool concept on a slide to a powerful tool that could totally change how real work gets done in a business.
We have all felt this pain, I'm sure. Whether you're the one hiring or the one trying to get hired, you're constantly copying and pasting info between LinkedIn, your email, your calendar, HR software. It's just a manual, error-prone nightmare.
But with A2A, that nightmare becomes a seamless, automated workflow. A specialized LinkedIn agent finds great candidates and just passes them off to a calendar agent, which automatically schedules the interviews. A decision is made, an HR agent sends the offer, and an IT agent gets the laptop and equipment ready. It's a whole team of agents, all working in perfect sync.
All right, here's another classic business bottleneck. An employee needs a new monitor. This simple request kicks off this slow, painful chain of emails and forms. You need your manager's approval, then finance's approval. It can take weeks just to place the order.
A2A just completely transforms this whole process. The employee's agent sends a request directly to their manager's agent. Once it's approved, it zips over to the finance agent to process the payment, which then tasks the supplier's agent to ship the item. A process that took weeks can now happen in minutes, with a perfect digital trail of every step.
So this brings us to a really crucial distinction. A2A is all about teamwork. But it's not the only way people are trying to improve AI. Some are focused on just making a single agent way more powerful all on its own. There's actually another protocol for that, and understanding the difference is really key.
So let's put A2A side by side with another important standard called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. They have very different jobs, but they're both really important. You can think of it like this. A2A is all about the team, while MCP is all about empowering the individual.
A great way to think about MCP is to see it as an equipment system. It's what gives a single agent all the tools it needs to be a solo champion. Access to files, databases, APIs. It's like outfitting one single warrior with the absolute best armor, weapons, and tools you can find. A2A, on the other hand, is the social protocol. It's the shared language, the set of rules that lets an entire team of those well-equipped warriors communicate and coordinate to pull off a complex strategy together. It's all about the power of the group, not just the power of one individual.
So this means they're not competitors at all, they're complementary. You use MCP when you need to give one agent more tools to do its job inside a single system. You use A2A when you need a bunch of agents to collaborate across different systems. The ultimate AI system will actually use both, MCP for its individual skills and A2A for its ability to be a team player.
So, what happens when you combine this incredible individual power with group intelligence, and then you scale it up to a massive global level? Well, the implications are just profound. We're really talking about the beginning, the emergence of a society of agents.
And this quote just perfectly captures the shift in thinking that's needed. We are moving away from being simple builders of individual apps, and we're becoming architects of digital ecosystems. The most valuable skill won't just be coding a tool, it'll be designing how these intelligent agents interact, negotiate, and work together to get things done.
And that right there is the big, fascinating question this technology leaves us with. As these networks of collaborating AIs get more and more sophisticated, as they start to form their own digital societies and economies, what is our place in that world? Are we the architects, the managers, the clients, or maybe something else entirely? It's a future that we are literally just beginning to build.